one of the glowing shards of light in this process was recognizing what's available to all of us. And I hadn't really imagined that the quality of care that's out there existed and was available to those of us who were not paying extra, who were only accessing the public system. So doors were opening sort of figuratively and literally. So when I walked into a particular memory clinic that made me feel like this can't possibly be what's on the menu for me if I just walk in the door, and yet it was. And so the first step of finding out that you get a diagnosis, I would imagine you're not feeling so alone. Like right away, we can welcome you, come in. We are not going to rush you through a short 15-minute visit like so many Canadians are used to having with their family care doctors or their primary care practitioners. And you walk in and it could be 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours of testing, pen and paper testing, gentle questions to make you feel comfortable and figure out exactly what's happening. A social worker, a nurse practitioner, a gerontologist or a neurologist, whoever you need, and progressively you will need each one of those, being more experienced, to look you in the eye, tell you what's going on, do blood work, do a spinal tap, tell you when those results are coming, do them all in the same office so that you don't have to drive all over the city or make arrangements if you can't drive. Everything was available for you. And then at the end of it, you would have as much as science could give you. And this was not something that you had to drive to Buffalo to get. This was not something you had to mortgage your home to access. It was there. And I truly had no idea. And there wasn't only one memory clinic. There are a handful of them in my city alone. And then when you get on the phone and you talk to people who are out west and out east, they do exist. Now, there's a difference. If you're on the West Coast or Central Canada or the East Coast, there is a difference in terms of what's available. But the bottom line and the positive part was, my goodness, there is a lot here. And in there, dominated by people who care, obsessively care about how am I going to make your life better. And they want to make sure that your family comes in with you and that your spouse and children and anyone else who is involved in your care is present for these appointments so that they also can get help and education. It was mind-blowing to me how much was out there.